So hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Chilo here once again as always with a beautiful baby girl and a beautiful guest. So yes, you saw the title, you saw the thumbnail hopefully, and you're just like, Chilo, what's happening? Slow down. Today I want to factor in the people that are in my community that are interested in moving to Japan as a family, or as a married person. I've had one person actually even ask me before, what it is like to raise a family, or what it is like to, give birth or to move with her husband. And I feel like a topic like pregnancy, giving birth is related to that. So that's what today's video is about. And I have with me my gas wife. I still have my gas wife. So you gave birth in Nigeria,
yes,
and you gave birth in Japan. This is the Japan product. You gave birth in Nigeria, you went to Japan, so you have dual experience. So describe the both experience in one word.
In one word. That's a little bit tough. I would say that the difference is huge.
The difference is huge.
Yeah, the difference is huge. I think that's the phrase. But the difference is huge. So starting from the beginning. Depending on where you live in Nigeria and what facilities you have access to,
that's true.
The difference will be much or might not be much. So for me, I gave birth in Akure, and I actually registered with a teaching hospital. Yeah, the general hospital, state hospital. And then there was a strike just before my EDD, so I had to transfer to a private hospital. During my antenatal days, then I would only go and they would do routine check, no sonography or scan or anything. It was not until I went to the private hospital that I requested, they asked, and I did. So, but here, every visit comes with
oh really?
Yeah.
But I thought there was this thing people say that scans, are kind of, it has to be at a certain time, maybe it's kind of dangerous or something.
No, every visit.
Oh really?
Yeah. And then I remember that in Nigeria I didn't do cervical tests. I didn't do screening for cancer or anything. But here I did that at a particular stage. I think twice before I gave birth. I did cervical screen and test. In Nigeria, after giving birth, the hospital I used, I gave birth on Thursday. I was delivered on Friday. I mean, discharged on Friday. But in Japan, as a first timer, you'd stay in the hospital for seven days.
But you're not a first timer. You had given birth before.
Yeah, as a second timer, I stayed in the hospital for 5 days if you don't have any complications. So it was it was also
shooting with a child, guys.
Yeah, that was also another difference. And of course, if you are a picky eater, then that might be a problem because the food.
I remember visiting you then, and you were saying something about they are strict on, they don't allow visitors give you food. You have to eat the Japanese food.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, their food is actually tailored towards recovery. So when you give birth, they know that you've lost. It's not easy. It's a tough job. So they know your body needs some replenishment, and so the nutrition, the meal plan is planned towards restoring all those things that you lost. And so it's strict. They want you to actually, because they believe in natural healing, your body should be able to heal itself. And so they believe that food is one of the things that activates the natural healing. So,
are you serious?
Yeah. And of course everything comes with veggies.
I mean,
veggies upon
Japan.
veggies.
Japan. Okay, so now you've almost answered what I was going to ask before. So let me just ask something from the Nigerian perspective. What did you miss the most about the Nigerian method? There must be something like you just feel like, what did you miss the most about the Nigerian method?
In Nigeria, we have help. People will come and help you after giving birth, but I didn't have that in Japan. But I had something close to that because I stayed in the hospital for 5 days, and after 5
days,
of course, nurses. In fact, they told me that I didn't need to put the child by my side, except for breastfeeding.
So they were the ones with the child during that 5 days.
5 days. So they wanted me to actually rest. And somebody already told me before going to deliver that I should take advantage of those days. And so I also tried. Of course, as a mom, you want your child to be by your side most of the time, but when you think about the sleepless nights and whatever that awaits you,
Hello.
you'd think, you consider. So that was what happened. So I missed. Then of course there was no hot water bath, body press, massage, and all those things. No.
Okay.
We didn't have that.
So I'll ask another question. Now, I think this is definitely the most popular question when it comes to family and those kind of things. What is the benefits of giving birth in Japan?
Okay.
Like, if you give birth in some of these countries, the child automatically gets citizenship. The benefits, like are there benefits? Let's assume someone is watching this video now from Nigeria, and the person is just thinking of birth tourism. I think there's something like birth tourism. Yeah. I'm looking to travel to another country, to give birth.
They don't do citizenship by birth. So the benefits, I think, apart from the top-notch or excellent health service,
no citizenship, anything.
No citizenship by birth. So giving birth in Japan is maybe similar.
Different.
It's
different when it comes to that angle.
Yeah, in Nigeria or anything like.
So you were saying the child has to get to 18 years.
Yeah, and then they decide. That is if.
What do they even mean by this? Whenever I hear this,
if they meet all the criteria, I think they have some criteria. Maybe you should not leave the country for a number of years or something, or all those things like that. I think they have all those criteria, but I haven't really researched into the criteria.
Child will have to choose, okay, do you want to be Nigerian or do you want, so you have to drop one citizenship, because I heard Japan are not, they're not big on dual citizenship.
Yes. Officially, I think it's not recognized. You cannot hold the citizenship of another country and Japanese citizenship at the same time. You have to drop one for the other. So officially, there's nothing like American Japanese.
Right.
They are so exclusive. It's either you're Japanese or you're not Japanese.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then what was the delivery like in Japan?
In Japan. So for me, the moment I got to the hospital, I was put on the wheelchair immediately. And by the time I got to the delivery room, the nurses, in fact, I had like how many? Maybe about 6 nurses at my side, and then 2 doctors. Like immediately they checked me, they saw the head, and they were like, no, like they just had to quickly raise my legs and just start the whole procedure and everything. And it was fast. I delivered in less than 7 minutes. I got to the hospital, I delivered. Meanwhile, before I left home, I was already telling my husband that, oh no, that I don't think it's time yet or anything, but I was thinking that based on my first experience, I had time
to go.
I didn't know that this was going to be fast. So it was a fast one. And then the light, the room was bright, it was full of light. Like when they say theater light, that was my first time of experiencing that. It was a huge beam of light from the top of the ceiling. So it was everywhere was bright, and it was so. And another thing that I think was surprising for me was that after delivery, the child was just wiped with I think they used maybe cotton wool or wipes or whatever, and only diapers, and they put the child on the bed just like that. And it was in the middle of winter. It was in February. So of course,
was the child cold? Was she not cold? Because I'm saying the child, like she's not the one.
And she was almost naked, just diapers, and then she was put there for a number of minutes, I don't know, and then afterwards she was placed by my breast to nurse, and that was it. I was just like, so it was afterwards they now wrapped her in towel, unlike Nigeria that I think almost immediately they wear clothes for the baby. I remember for him they wore clothes for him immediately and everything, but she didn't experience that. I don't know if it was because of the Japanese style or whatever, I don't know.
Wow. Okay. Now I think there's something else you had told me when I came to visit in the hospital. For Japan, you mentioned that it is compulsory. Somebody must be with you in the labor room.
Yes.
Pre-COVID days, it was compulsory. And I think in Nigeria it's optional. you can choose if you want maybe your spouse or a betting partner, right? But you said in Japan it was compulsory.
Yes.
Like there was nothing like let me go and come back. Are you serious? So your husband had to be with you
He had
in the
to.
labor
So
room.
if my husband wasn't available, then maybe my mother or his mother, at least somebody has to be there
with you.
I
And
think it was standard procedure. I don't know, but I think that's
I heard the person that has to be with you goes through training.
yes, we had a class.
Wow.
We had a birth preparation class. So the person that was going to be with me while giving birth had to attend the birth class with me. So my husband went with me. We had a class, and they took us through the whole process, how to rub our back when we are going through.
That's his job.
His job, yeah. They told him his job, what to do. That we should hold drink. So he should give us water and everything.
Oh really?
Yeah.
You're drinking in the labor room. You had to come with drink.
Yeah, they asked us to bring drinks, snacks, in case, because it might be a long process. And so we had all those things already in our bags. So yeah, they took us through the class. We had the training, the kind of words to say that even if you were already angry with each other before the
not today.
This one, even if the wife is hitting you and saying also, just understand that it's not only our personalities, more of hormones.
Hormone is also playing
so
out.
it should, just be pacifying her, and they told us different scenes, and it was quite an interesting class.
Wow.
Yeah.
I heard about this from someone too. I think it was from you now. I think it was from you. Then are there some kind of benefits with any benefit you can think of? It could be economic, or it could be psychological, financial, or whatever, about training a child in Japan. Or is there any benefit that comes to you? Okay, you gave birth to this child in Japan, so the child is partly our responsibility. Something like that. Is there any sort of that kind of thing here?
Yeah, actually.
Oh yeah, really?
Yeah. So when you are preparing for birth, for delivery, you'll be asked about your financial capability. So giving birth in Japan is actually not cheap. It's expensive. And so
you can say that again.
I heard that the cost, the cost is different for natural birth and CS. So you can choose.
This story, this gist, or this part is what always busts my mind. And I heard that CS is cheaper.
It's actually true.
Why? What's their?
I don't know the rationale behind.
What's the rationale behind? Opposite is what's the case in Nigeria, right?
Yeah.
Natural birth is cheaper. CS is more expensive. So that's another major difference you probably experience.
I think in Nigeria, I'm not sure right now.
So you don't have any idea of the rationale behind why they do what they do?
No, but I don't know. The medical personnel, they know that this is the situation, and so they'll ask you during the preparation that, do you have enough? Are you able to pay your delivery fee?
Okay.
So there's a class that they will ask you that. Once you tell them, I'm not sure I can pay. They even, in my case, I asked them how much, and they told me about 800 to 900,000 yen.
Sorry?
I was like, come again. What? 800 to 900,000 yen?
In case you're watching, I will try and see if I can convert it to dollars. I think that should be $8,000.
Yeah.
Wow.
$8,000. Imagine paying $8,000 to deliver a child, or even $9,000. Yeah, over $8,000. And so I was, I told the woman, I said, I'm a student, my husband is also a student. So she was like, okay, so there's a scheme by the government that I should go to the ward office to apply. If I qualify, then I would get the benefit. So now this scheme is for people that have financial difficulties or cannot afford the delivery fee. So you apply, they will assess your financial situation, and if you qualify, they will give you some kind of scholarship, childbirth scholarship, which will take care of your delivery fee, and at the end of the day give you enough balance to actually take care of you after delivery.
Wow. So this is it applicable for only those people that, let's say, they are in Japan, not definitely not birth tourists?
Yes. So you have to be living in Japan.
Wow. So something just came to my mind now. Language barrier.
Yeah.
In the labor room. How do you tell somebody that this is where it is doing me? This is how it is.
So for me, I delivered in a teaching hospital. And hospital is that you have different people. So the doctors that attended to me could speak English. I think
could speak English. So I think they would try to maybe assign an English speaker to a foreigner.
Yeah, they try most of the time, but it doesn't always work. Sometimes.
Really? Do you know someone that was only Japanese?
Yeah, I know someone. I think
only Japanese throughout her delivery.
Yeah, but of course, I think she also had some I'll give you a ring. I think she also had an English speaker attend to her as well. So.
Okay. Wow. Okay. So any downside based on the differences? Of course, it may not be a downside in the Japanese way, right?
Yeah.
And definitely, this video is not trying to bash any country's method. Every method has better, healthy, beautiful, and strong children, both in Nigeria and in Japan. But is there any, to you, was there any like either Nigeria method or Japan method that played out?
Well, for me, I think I got tired of staying in the hospital for, like, I was healthy, nothing was wrong with me, and I kept sleeping in the hospital for
7 days.
5 days actually, because it was my second pregnancy. Yeah, and my husband had to be coming and visiting with our first child. And so it was that was tiring. I felt I just
discharge me already.
Discharge me and let me go home. I wanted to go home.
One thing coming into my mind now, when you're talking about the waiver stuff, you said because you were students.
Yes.
Could it be that it's only for students?
Oh no, it's not just for students, but it's for they will assess your financial situation. For instance, during the interview, they were asking me about my siblings, their jobs, and my parents' jobs.
If they could support or something.
Yeah, so if I was getting any support from Nigeria, how much I was getting, and the equivalent in Japanese yen, and all those stuff. So like even if you are a student and your family is well to do and you have some your book stuff,
you might not qualify. Okay, so it's not everybody.
So it's not for everybody. And of course, sometimes even in Japan, if you are on scholarship, maybe you both are on scholarship and your income combined together is above the minimum income, or like they have low income level. If it's above that, then you might not qualify.
Okay, I see. Wow. Okay, so there are people that may be watching this video now and probably they've gotten their visa, or they are both planning to, there are people that will be watching and they are probably considering Japan, or maybe Japan is the next phase for them, maybe because they got something, right? Now, do you have any last words to them?
Yeah, I would say that if anyone is considering coming to Japan to give birth, to live in Japan and raise their family, well, it's a dicey thing for me personally, from my experience. So I came with a 10-month-old son, so he started speaking in Japan, and as much as I try, I speak Yoruba and English to him, but his first language is Japanese. Because he goes to school, they speak Japanese to him in school. He interacts with his friends in school. Even when he plays by himself at home, he speaks Japanese. So personally, I would love for him to improve on his English. And even Yoruba. So you need to consider those things. And then, of course, when it comes to maybe welfare or security, I think it's okay. It's good. Japanese is Japan is a really good
to raise a child, because they're very peaceful. Respectful and all those,
and they teach your children all those things, culture, respect. It's not bad to raise a child in Japan or raise your family in Japan.
Okay, all right, guys, as you can see,
my hands are full.
Our hands are full. So guys, thank you so much for watching. If you love this video, please give it a thumbs up, drop a comment. What do you think about the the betting system in Japan? All right, guys, see you next time on Chilotalks. Bye for now, guys.